In this video, we're going to be going over the best budget cards right now in NBA 2K23 Myteam, whether you guys don't have a lot of MT or if you guys are maybe just starting out the game and you want to know what are the best budget cards. So first budget cards I want to talk about here are going to be cards that range from the price tag about 5 to 10,000 MT, and then later in the video, we'll talk about some more expensive budget cards. But the first guys I want to talk about here are going to be from the Fireworks set, and this KPJ card is one of the best budget cards in my team right now. He's really good for about what, 3,000 MT, which is going to be really good value. So if we take a look at his stats and badges here, I mean, he's a 6'6" point guard who's a great offensive card. If we compare him to a guy like, I mean, even a Rex Chapman, for example, he does have a 93 ball, 87 mid-range, 90 driving dunk, 86 ball handle. Defensively wise, he's not going to be the greatest, but he is pretty fast as well. 92 speed, 92 acceleration, and he does have a 96 driving dunk. So I mean, this are 96 vertical, I should say. So he's going to be really good at going to the basket. He's got a great jump shot as well. That's the nice thing about KPJ. He's got one of the best point guard releases in my team, and he's a 6'6" point guard, so he's able to play way better defense than those stats and badges do show, just because of the fact that he's 6'6" at the point guard position. So overall, probably one of the best budget cards in my team. Another really good budget card is also going to be from the Fireworks promo, and it's a card that really no one talks about for about 3,000 MT, and that is going to be the Amethyst Jeremy Shohan. Because if we take a look at his stats, yes, offensively he's not going to be the greatest, but if you look at his stats defensively, I mean, this card is a monster on the defensive end. 90 block, 92 steal, 90 perimeter with a 90 interior defense as well. So for an Amethyst card for 2.5 thousand MT, you're able to get a really good defender. And it's not like he's a bad offensive card. Like, he's still pretty fast for the small forward position, 88 speed, 88 acceleration with an 88 speed with ball. And then you take a look at the offensive stats, like he's got an 86 ball handle, so at least he can move a little bit. He's got an 83 3-pointer, 87 mid-range. I mean, he's arguably better of a card stats wise than a guy like Jaren Jackson Jr., and he's 6'9" at the small forward position. So as a budget card, at least defensively, one of the best defenders in the game. So both of these cards in the Fireworks set, KPJ and Jeremy Shohan, going to be really good budget cards. Now I'll talk about Terrence Ross later in the video, but he's another really good budget card. But like I said, we'll come back to him when we start talking about a little bit more expensive budget cards. Next guy I want to talk about here is going to be from the ice set, and that is going to be Amethyst Poku, another really cheap card that's going to be really good for his price tag. He's once again about 2.5 thousand MT, and he's going to be a great small forward, power forward. And crazy enough to say, this card is a 7-foot small forward and pretty much has 80 in every single category: 82 3 ball, 82 mid-range, 80 standing dunk, 80 driving dunk, 79 ball handle, 80 block, 78 perimeter defense, 78 interior defense. So he's basically a 7-foot small forward who has 80 in every single category. And then animations wise, he's got some of the best dribble, not best dribble stakes, he has one of the best dribble styles in the game. He has that MJ dribble style, and he's got his jump shot on quick timing, and he does have the normal leaner as well. So the card's movement's pretty good for a 7-foot small forward. He's got a great jump shot and the normal leaner as well. So those, in my opinion, probably the 3 best budget cards in the game right now, at least, you know, really expensive budget cards. Another really good card here is going to be from the Tis the Season set, and that is going to be Amethyst Cam Reddish. He's also about 3,000 MT, maybe a little bit cheaper, you know, 2.5. He might be a little bit more expensive than 3,000 MT, maybe like 3.5k, but he's going to be once again another really good budget shooting guard. If we compare him to a guy like, I don't know, a guy like maybe Duncan Robinson, for example, who used to be a really good budget shooting guard. He's 6'8" at the shooting guard position, so that's obviously going to be really nice to have, and he's going to be great offensively: 85 3 ball, 84 mid-range, good at going to the basket with an 85 driving dunk. He's also got an 88 ball handle, and defensively, surprisingly enough, they actually made this Cam Reddish card a very solid defender: 80 block, 85 steal, 87 perimeter with an 80 interior defense. And he's also gonna be pretty fast as well for a shooting guard: 90 speed, 90 acceleration with an 85 speed with ball. You take a look at the badges, he does have 31 on gold as well, so some amazing gold badges: catch and shoot, blinders, corner specialist, green machine, guard up, ankle breaker, clamp breaker, hyperdrive, killer combos, quick first step, challenger, chase on artist, clamps, glove. Like, so many good gold badges on Cameron Reddish, so easily going to be one of the best budget cards in the game. And then even Marco Fultz and Taco Fall are very solid as well, and these are going to be all the cards that are like under 5,000 MT. If you go to the Zen set, like Kuminga's pretty good as well, another very solid budget card. He's about what, 3,000 MT, maybe a little bit cheaper. And once again, going to be a very solid very solid small forward. And then if we go to season 2, this is probably the last kind of cheap card I want to talk about, and that is going to be the Amethyst Jarrett Allen. Now he's been one of the best budget big mans in the game for a while, and he's under 5,000 MT and a really good center. He's 6'10", he's got a great player model, he has a 7'5" wingspan as well, and he's glitched 3-point shooting wise, so he does have a 91 3 ball, 85 mid-range. He's great at finishing around the basket, 90 standing dunk with a 90 driving dunk, and then defensively very good as well, 90 block, 92 interior defense with an 80 steal and a 79 perimeter, great rebounder, and going to be decently fast as well. So I mean, this Jarrett Allen card, one of the best budget big men in the game right now. But yeah guys, so those are probably all of the like best budget cards for under 5,000 MT. There might be some cards I'm missing, like, you know, Gerald Green is pretty good as well, Mo Bamba, those are some very solid budget cards as well. If we go to season 2, you know, Kelly Oubre Jr. is still pretty decent, but talking about kind of more of the newer cards, it's going to be like the guys like KPJ, guys like Jeremy Shohan from the Tis of Season, like Cam Reddish, Marco Fultz. Those are going to be really elite budget cards. And if you go to season 2, you know, Anthony Simons, he's really good as well. He's a really good budget point guard from the Dreamer set, that Dennis Smith Jr. So these are kind of the budget options if you guys are just starting out the game and want to buy these cards for like under 5,000 MT. Those are the best like super budget cards. Now talking about some more expensive budget cards, and when I mean more expensive, I mean like 10 to 20,000 MT. First card I want to talk about here is going to be Stephon Marbury. He's about that 10,000 MT range, maybe a little bit more some days, but yeah, right now about 11,000 MT, and he's going to be a great point guard. He's basically just a budget Gary Payton. Like, even if we compare him to a guy like Russ, he's a 6'3" point guard. He's got an 84 3 ball, 88 mid range. Obviously not as good as going to the basket as a guy like Russ, but he still has an 85 driving dunk. He's got a 92 ball handle, which is really nice. But then defensively, he's going to be an elite defender, 94 steal, 95 perimeter with an 81 interior defense. And you take a look at the speed, he's also going to be super fast, 95 speed, 95 acceleration with a 95 speed with ball. So that's the first card I want to talk about, is going to be Stephon Marbury. So now we're talking about some, you know, more expensive budget cards like 10 to 20,000 MT, which I still do think is considered budget with how easy it is to make MT this year. And then going up to season 3, just starting off in the fire set, I mean, Rudy Gay is a really good budget card. He's about like 7,000 MT, which is crazy for how good of a small forward he really is. He's a great all-around small forward. He can do everything on the court at a very high level, got a good jump shot, an elite slasher, and a very solid defender as well. Also in the fire set, the Diamond Giannis, he's about 10 to 15,000 MT. Used to be like down to 8,000, but looks like he's gone back up in price a little bit, but I'd say around 15,000 MT right now, which is obviously still going to be considered budget, and he's just a Giannis, right? So he's going to have great animations, he's got a great player model, and he plays really good defense as well. I mean, it makes sense, it's Giannis, right? And my team, Giannis always plays great defense. You guys can see right there, he was about 10,000 MT. So those are kind of the, you know, next best budget cards in the fire set. I mean, Obi Toppin's decent as well if you're looking for a decent budget power forward, but there's some better options that we'll talk about later in the video. About the ice set, there's really nobody in the ice set except for like George Gerving. He's pretty solid for about 10,000 MT, maybe a little bit cheaper. Yeah, he's about 7, maybe 6,000 MT, and he's one of the best budget shooting guards in the game because there's really not that many good budget shooting guards. But if you go over to the Zen set, we're gonna be talking about the Diamond Thurl Bailey. He's gone down in price like crazy, man. He's down to 9,000 MT. This card used to go for like 25, 30K, and now he's down to 9,000, man. Those season 3 super packs, like these packs right here, guys, they crash the market like crazy for all the season 3 cards. But just to go over these cards real quick, I'm not going to go too in depth, but Thurl Bailey, another really good budget card for about 10,000 MT in the Tis of Season set. I mean, if you're counting a guy like Shea, because he's going down in price, I think he's around like 25,000 MT, maybe a little bit cheaper nowadays. Is he like 25? Yeah, it looks to be about 25,000 MT. If you want to count him price wise, he's amazing budget card as well, one of the best point guards in the game, right? These Tis of Season cards as well, you know, Jonathan Isaac is about 10,000 MT, a great small forward. Evan Mobley, a super versatile power forward and center, because he can be a really good power forward and a very elite center as well, and he's about 7.5K. So if you guys are looking to buy some budget cards, right now is the best time to do so, because the market is down like crazy. Like Evan Mobley used to go for like 15 to 20K, and now he's down to 7.5K. And then from the fireworks set, I mean, this Luol Deng card, he's about 35,000 MT, maybe a little bit lower, like 30K. So if you wanted to consider him as a budget card, he's very elite as well. But yeah, guys, those are pretty much all of the good budget cards in the game. Like I said, T. Ross is very solid as well. And then if you maybe wanted to count guys like Bailey Howell, who I think around like 15 to 20K, maybe a little bit lower, they're obviously really good budget cards as well. But just want to give you guys a quick updated budget cards video, just let you guys know who are the new best budget cards in my team right now. For people that maybe are just starting off the game and don't have that much MT to spend, you know, what are the best budget cards in my team? But let me know in the comment section down below if I did miss any good budget cards. But hopefully this video to help you guys out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.